Yo, what's up guys? I'm here. So I'm running gameplay in the background, Snowbreak, in case you don't know. Just so there's something in the background running, right? For the people who don't know me, I'm doing Dislyte content for like the past 6 months or so. Or no, even longer than that, like almost for a year or something. And my content is not about being free-to-play friendly or something. It's just about the ridiculousness of how far you can push certain things, like how you can use specific comps and giving you a better understanding of PvP in general. This is something my content revolves in, and also doing some R6 showcases here and there. And I feel like it can also make a statement, or can talk a little bit about the whole situation with Dislyte right now from a different angle, because I'm not your typical free-to-play player or light spender. And the good thing is I don't have any contracts with Lilith or something, so I can talk my mind out, and I'm not forced to say anything I don't want to say. And if someone's trying to tell me you have to say this and that, I tell you, fuck you. So about the whole thing, the first thing I basically want to start is about the whole bad business practices when it comes to Dislyte and Lilith. The thing is, a lot of things were already said by a couple of people on the internet right now. So Daddy Free to Play said something, Zox even made 2 videos about it, Aeon was ranting, Kovin was ranting as well. I also have a reaction video to the Aeon video as well up. But I just wanted to give my personal opinion to the whole thing as well. So after seeing the trailer for the latest patch and seeing what they did to Andros and Shade Mother, which I personally don't call Shade Mother, for me this is Shadow Glow. For me it told me like the game is going downhill, in my opinion. And also the whole fact about the AFK journey, which I got introduced like 2 days ago or something, about them putting Shade Mother into AFK journey. I don't know what they're doing there in Lilith. The thing is, when it how can they actually think that the community is fine with them just reskinning bosses? Like, Andros is just the Void Messenger as a Shimmer unit, and Shadow Glow or Shade Mother is basically just the 4th Dislyte boss to farm your boost stones for Andros, and they call it Shade Mother. And the only thing I can explain it is, at some certain point they had a business meeting at Lilith, and Chen was like, okay guys, where are we with Shade Mother and where are we with the new ritual boss? And then another person is like, okay, so listen, here's the thing. We don't have any art designers anymore. So, but what we can do is, how about we just take the Void Messenger and make him white instead of green, and put him as the 4th ritual boss. And since we need boost zones for him, we just make another dragon in white and call that one Shade Mother, and that's about it. And we're like, okay, great, let's do it. And I'm not sure what they were thinking, like if that was a good idea, but to me it seems like more they really don't care too much. They really don't care too much, and this is just something that does not work with games. Like, they really think that their player base is stupid, and then on top of the whole, like, using assets that they used in Anomaly and stuff like that. And for Shade Mother, we waited for so long to that thing gets released, which should have been a co-op mode in the first place. Then they also made that survey. And that one specific question was funny to me. Like, it was question 2 or something with, if you continue playing Dislyte, what kind of payments would you do? And then it says something, yeah, I need to feel stronger so I can win even though I don't understand equipment or some shit like that. In Germany, we have a word for something like that, and we call that an Armutszeugnis, because it's just very pitiful. They really don't know what to do. I also think that the last good patch we had was when Leora was released, that last big major patch we had. And since then, they couldn't even grasp the situation anymore. They don't know what to do. I also think that there are way less people working on the game than like maybe half a year ago, maybe a year ago. And it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. The patches, they are just lazy. It's just the same event every single time. The only thing that changes is the Esper and their bad practice about the whole new Esper design. Because like with the last couple of patches, they only release Espers which are usable in a specific content and R0. But if you want to use that unit for PvP, you gotta have to get it to R6. And below that, it's just mediocre. But if you get it to R6, you have a very, very strong unit. And that's just a scummy business practice in my opinion, because also people like Lilith, if they are watching this, people like me are your target audience you're trying to get. And I'm just saying what I want to say at the end of the day. If someone fucks up, I let them know that they fucked up. And that's also very important to me, because no one can tell me what I can say and what I cannot say, and I stand by what I say at the end of the day. And the whole problem with what they're trying to do is, it seems to me more like a exit strategy, that they don't put any emphasis on actually improving to the game. Because also we told them like what to do with RTA, for example. And it's not about, what I'm trying to say here is, it's not about RTA coming bad, or we need RTA or something to survive the game, or for people who don't who aren't interested in it. That's not the point what I'm trying to say here. The thing is, people were asking for it, and then at some point they asked our opinion what to improve on it, and we told them you can do this and that to improve the game mode. And now they brought back RTA 6 months later, and it's the same shit again. The exact same shit again. If they would have listened to our feedback and implemented the changes to the RTA, which is coming up soon, we would have been fine. Then it's perfectly fine that we waited 6 months for it. But they're bringing back the same old RTA, which we had 6 months ago, which doesn't make any sense. If it's, and that's why people are complaining. Like, if it's like, people would complain less if back then, when we had the last RTA season, like they released an RTA season like every 1.5 months or something, like in a rhythm of every 1.5 months we get a new RTA season. No one would complain right now. But the thing is, since they didn't release it for the last 6 months and now release it with no changes, it doesn't make any sense that they did not introduce it earlier in the first place. And then we're getting an epic skin, which they, like epic skins, they use anyways for the M pass to release. And also their skins are very lazy. Like Xiaoyin is the prime example of a recolored Esper. This guy turned from purple to blue. And that's it. That's legit it. Nothing happened, like nothing else changed. The two best skins, transmogs in the game right now, are Lilink from the season 1 of RTA and Freddy. Because those actually looked different and unique. But everything else felt like a recolored skin. It's like, do they not understand how to make profit from their games? Like, you just have to listen to your community. Your community saying, we want this, we want that. Just implement it. Why are you doing anything else? Like, they're implementing features which no one even asked for. Best example is warm-up matches while off RTA season. Oh, we added a Bluetooth feature. Who the fuck is playing a local Bluetooth match? Like, seriously, who thought this is a good idea? Like, put your resources into something else. And the problem in general is they don't listen really well. They act like they're listening. Also with the whole alternate ESPA thingy where they came up with, oh yeah, oh, I had that bright idea one day, what about alternate ESPAs? While now on the PTR, if we're going to the event, there's already that alternate Liana in there. So it's not something they woke up one day and decided. This is something they planned like a month ago. Because they have a roadmap, right? They already have their plans for the next 3 to 6 months. They are settled to what to release. It's not something they can randomly come up with. And so it's just so dishonest doing these community posts when it's like already set in stone. And the next thing is when they are saying companies, when you need to know this, guys. Game companies at the end of the day are still companies. And what do companies want to do? They want to get money. They want to earn money. They want to increase their revenue and their shares with the stakeholders, everything and so forth, right? And they provide goods and services. And the product is for Lilith is Dislyte, and we are the customers at the end of the day. So if we don't like it and if we stop buying stuff, they have to think, okay, we need to change something. Or they could be like, fuck it, we don't care in the first place because all the money we're getting right now is for AFK Journey in the first place, and we don't put any emphasis on Dislyte anymore because this is something I noticed, because they put very, very, very little effort into the actual patches and what we get as content, right? And release stupid ESPAs which are very strong at R6 but mediocre before, so that the whales drop their cash to get the units to R6 so they can get revenue in. Like, I'm also a whale, but I'm not the kind of whale that, like, when a new ESPA comes out, I immediately have it R6. No, I'm not that kind of whale. But I have a lot of R6 ESPAs. And for example, from my perspective, is the reason why I even am. So what's the reason for me to be pay to win? It's very simple. It's to stay competitive. Because I have a competitive nature, I like being competitive in the games I play and I like and love. I also play story games and stuff like that, but that's besides the point. But if I play a multiplayer game, if I play a game which has PvP and I really, really enjoy it, then I am very competitive in these kind of games. And that's the reason for me to spend money in these kind of games, to stay competitive. Because if I cannot stay competitive, I do not enjoy the game as much as other people, right? There are people who are then free to play. They're like, I'm fine with not being the best or not even being like in the top. I just do my thing and that's completely fine, right? But personally, if I really enjoy a multiplayer game which has a PvP aspect to it, I want to push as far as I can. I want to compete on the highest level, and if I cannot do that, I don't have fun in it. I don't enjoy it. It will just simply annoy me. But with Dislyte right now, I also realized that it doesn't even change because they don't put any emphasis to PvP in the first place. And the problem with the game in general is not just PvP, it's also PvE. Like if they would have released the Andros boss as the dragon, the original design, no one would have complained. If they made the ritual, the fourth Dislyte boss called Shadow Glow and would have locked Shade Mother still, and Shade Mother would have still been locked, it's completely fine, no one would have complained. But the fact that they're recoloring Void Messenger and now making the fourth Dislyte boss called Shade Mother for no fucking reason, like, they really think we are stupid, but we ain't stupid. And from the last 2 days, we just simply noticed that the community is sticking together, and we are not accepting such a behavior, and we let Lilith know this. And I said it yesterday as well, but I said again, like, AFK Journey is nothing I will touch. I will not play it. I don't care about it. Like, even if the whole thing wouldn't be a case right now, I still wouldn't play it because I looked at it, how it looks like. It's not the type of game for me. But what I wanted to say is also very important here is that I stop spending any sort of money to the game because I don't see a reason to it. Because for me personally, it looks like the game, from the current standpoint, it looks like the game will be shut down in the next 6 months. And why should I spend money on a game which is basically a sinking boat? Doesn't make any sense, right? I will not even buy the $3 stamina pack or something. I will completely stop spending money. I won't do anything about that. And I give Lilith like a couple of patches to make things better, and if they don't, I will just stop playing the game because I could not care less because of their bad decisions they did the whole time. And that's the thing about the next topic here, the future of Dislyte in general. So even if Lilith makes a 180 and decides to finally listen to player feedback, and we are implementing things, and we're doing that now, and they're trying to get better at that, right? It will not happen within the next 2 patches. It will not happen within the next 3 patches because they need like at least 3 months, to make improvements. So we will not notice any changes within the next couple of patches. They will still be dry. They will still suck. But if they would take it seriously, it would take at least 3 months. And they're saying like, oh yeah, we are not copying from AFK Journey. We're not doing this. They said so much, right? We're not doing this. Believe us, we're doing that. I don't believe any fucking game companies because at the end of the day, they're all bandits, right? They're all bandits. They're all thieves. They're just trying to get your money. That's what they're trying to do, right? This is their end goal at the end of the day. I don't believe shit what game companies are saying. Oh yeah, we're listening to player feedback and something. No. I saw a lot of games back in the days. They're all saying the same stupid shit, and at the end of the day, they ain't doing nothing. So if you want to prove that you are different or that you actually care, I want to see it by actions and not by something you say. So start doing, improve, like, start the grind, improve your game, and earn the player's trust. You need to earn it. You cannot just say it that you have to believe in us and we will do. No, you have to put it in action. And if we are seeing that you improve, then we will be like, okay, they're actually trying to get better. But just words don't do much. Words alone won't do much. You have to change so much shit within the game. Actually, yesterday I was trying to, on stream, I was trying to show like how fast can you actually speed run Dislyte with dailies and shit like that, right? I was able to finish everything I had to do in under 10 minutes. That's like how little we have to do right now. That's like, they have to improve the PvE, they have to improve the PvP, they have to improve the rewards we are getting, ripple boxes, they have to change the reso system. Let's be honest, guys, they really need to change the reso system again. My personal opinion, I made a suggestion, which is just change the R6 system down to a R2 system, remove R1, R3, R4 and R5. So R2 and R6, which have the effects, right, are put into R1 and R2. And Reso 2 is the max. So the maximum amount you have to pull an S-Bus 3 times. And that's it. And that's it. And I'm as a spender who didn't spend little money in the game, I'm fine with that. If my R6s change to an R2, then I wouldn't complain. Then just give us some compensation, which is reasonable, and that's fine. But also they need to do ASPA balance changes. They told us like long ago that they already abandoned the idea of rare ASPAs in the game. Let's be honest about that. That's why they're putting out these free epic ASPAs, which we can sometimes get to R6 for free, right? But at the end of the day, they suck anyways. No one uses them, to be honest. Like the best epic ASPA we got was Uday, and she's even not that much used nowadays, to be honest. Like, also a thing is they could do second awakenings for rare ASPA, so that's something what they could do. But to put it simple, they really need to get their ass up, and we as a community have to stick together and let them know you fucked up. Well, that's what I wanted to say, because there was a lot of people said anything, and I just wanted to add like a different spin to it, because everything which was said already is right, and that is completely fine, and I don't want to repeat all the things here, and just want to add a little bit to the whole situation. So guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.